Hey, Shalom, Shalom. This is Moth Maya Charlotte in the party. This is Moth from the Israel and the Ephraim. Before I get started, I'd like to give all praises and honors to my power Yahweh. Bahashim Yahushua, Bahashim Rakakadash. Shalom to the Akim Agwaf and the Bayan that's tuned into this video. That is peace to the brothers, sisters, and children that's tuned into this video. You know, we about to do a quick lesson. Let's talk about what it really means to say the Lord's name in vain. You know, you hear a lot of people say don't say the Lord's name, but you're not gonna say the Lord's name, but you say Yahweh wa Yahweh, you put like Kahalum la Yahweh Hashem Yahweh. You're putting a praise on you're praising their name, right? But the other people believe you're not supposed to do that, right? So let's just talk about what put the Lord's name in vain truly is. We're gonna read Exodus 20. We're gonna start at 7. We're just gonna read 7, and it reads, "Thou shalt not take the name of Ha Adonai Yahweh thy power in vain, for Ha Adonai Yahweh will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain." So people see that and they're like, "Oh, you can't just say his name out of nowhere because that's in vain," which is not that's not true. So let's look up the word. Let's look this up and figure that out, right? So this is H7723.
Strong's H7723. Shav. Shav.
I don't know about this how you can hear it. I haven't turned down on my end, so there's not any feedback on my microphone. I don't know how you can hear it through the screen recording. Emptiness, vastness, falsehood. Emptiness. Emptiness, nothingness, vanity. Emptiness of speech, lying, worthless of conduct. So when these people come out here and they be like, preaching these other powers, they're preaching, blonde, stringy hair, blue eyes. They're preaching love everybody, preaching you can sin. That's actually what taking the Lord's name in vain is, because you're lying. They're telling you empty. They're talking about falsehood. They're lying. Everything they're saying is empty speech because there's no substance to it because it's not true. That's what taking the Lord's name in vain truly means. The book of Job, chapter 15, verse 31, and it reads, "Let not him that is deceived trust in vanity, for vanity shall be his recompense." So don't trust in these falsehoods, right? Don't trust in these falsehoods, and these people that are pushing it, stay away from them. You gotta, and again, most people are like, well, how do I know? Obviously, the Lord gives you the spirit. Sometimes you just gonna feel it, but also always goes back to this precept: blessed is them that read. You gotta read. You gotta know what's going on, because then you're gonna get swayed to and fro. So it's very important to understand what's going on, so you don't get caught in these traps. Because a lot of the people out here are, speaking the Lord's name in vain because they're lying. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 14, verse 14. Then how Adonai Yahweh said unto me, the prophets prophesied lie in my name. I sent them not. So these prophets are out here prophesying lies on Yahweh Yahweh Shah's name. They're not prophets that the Lord has picked. Now the one precept says the Lord will pick prophets concerning to his heart, right? So on the other hand, these people out here that are preaching stuff that's not true, they're not prophets of the Lord. The Lord never picked those prophets. And also, they're lying to you. They lead you to the flock they're leading the flock to slaughter. I sent them not. Neither have I commanded them, neither spake unto them. They prophesy unto you false visions and divination, and thought of naught, and deceit of their heart. So you got these people out here trying to remix the word. You got these people out here trying to remix the word really bad. You got these people out here trying to tell you we're in the new covenant, which we're not. We're not in the new covenant. We are on the way there, right? If we were in the new covenant, I wouldn't be making this video right now. I wouldn't be teaching. I wouldn't be preaching. But there's a lot of people out here that are just wicked and they're going off and they're remixing the word, and they call themselves prophets. They are not prophets because they're lying. I heard telling feeding these people a nothing burger, no substance. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 23. Let's start at 25. And it reads, I have heard what the prophet said, that prophesies lie in my name, saying, I have dreamed, I have dreamed. How long shall this be in the heart of the prophets that prophesy lies? Yea, they are prophets of the deceit of their own heart. Is the one precept that goes into the fact, a man that views him as something that is nothing, he deceives himself. That's essentially what's going on there. When they think that they sit on this high pedestal, so they're like, yeah, we're gonna remix this, we're gonna chop this up, we're gonna screw this, and we're gonna say this is it, this is the way, which is not the truth. There's only one doctrine, it's the Bible. You can't remix that. Book of Jeremiah chapter 23 verse 27, and it reads, Slakia, which thinks to cause my name, Slakia, which think to cause my people to forget my name by the dreams which they tell every man his neighbor, as their father had forgotten my name for Baal. Man, these people basically like they preaching they preaching the devil. You know, they worship the devil essentially. That's what they doing. But it's all good because the Lord's gonna come back and he's gonna get get them. They're gonna get that judgment that they deserve. The Book of Job, chapter 12, verse 16. With him is strength and wisdom. The deceive and the deceiver are his. He leadeth counselors away spoil, maketh the judges fools. So the Lord is when the precept said precept going into the fact I know this is the deceiver or his, but those that are lost, they are lost because the Lord has made them lost. Essentially, the Lord has made these prophets lost, made them lost. That's why they out here saying what they want to say, and thinking that they have is validity to it, and that they know what they're talking about when it's not the case. And also, false prophets, he's gonna die. They gonna reap what they sow. It's gonna be over for them. We want to be at the book Deuteronomy chapter 18. Let's go to 19. And it reads, and it shall come to pass that whosoever will not hearken unto my words, which he speak in my name, I will require it of him. But the prophet which shall presume to speak a word in my name, which I have not commanded him or to speak, or that shall speak in my name of other powers, even that prophet shall die. It says it right there. This is Deuteronomy. This is the Lord don't play. This is a fearful thing to fall in the hand of the living power. The Lord don't play. The Lord don't play. He mellow out that judgment every day. So the people out here that are false prophets, they're not safe either. They're gonna fall from the man-made pedestal that they made themselves, which they're not really on. But the Lord's gonna get them as well. We're gonna jump down to the 22nd verse, and it reads, "When a prophet speaketh in the name of Yahweh, if the thing follow not, nor come to pass, that is, and the thing that Yahweh hath not spoken, but that prophet has spoken it presumptuously." It's like I mispronounced it. Thou shalt not be afraid of him. Don't be afraid of these prophets. Don't hearken unto these. Salakia. Hold on, when I say that, that's a vague term. Hold on. Don't be afraid of these false prophets. Don't hearken to these false prophets. Thou shalt not be afraid of them. Don't be afraid of these people. So ultimately, they keep, taking the Lord's name in vain and speaking lies. Do you see their future right there? The book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 36. But of that day and hour, but other day and hour knoweth no man, and not no angel of heaven, but the Father only. Going to look. We don't know. No one know when the Lord coming back. They don't know what's going on. We don't know. We don't know everything. We can't sit here and talk about we know this, we know that. And also, when people come around here and try to remix things that you can obviously go prove in the Bible, or they try to say this is the case when it's not the case, they probably going off. So it's important that it's blessed to remember. Blessed is he that readeth, because you got to understand what's going on, so you don't get sidetracked by these false prophets. But I don't want to decide this lesson was edifying and exhorting, and give you some peace. We gotta give our praise and honor to my power, Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Bahashem Rakakadash. Shalom to the Akim Magwaf and the blind that's tuned into this video. That's peace to the brothers, sisters, and children that's tuned into this video. Shalom.